We're also encouraging lenders using the FHA's secure delinquent refi product to voluntarily write down loans to 97% of the property's current market value or lower, if necessary, to stabilize the homeowner's situation, and also to make other arrangements such as subordinate financing if there's a gap between the existing debt and what can be approved under a new FHA loan, which would be subject to our normal underwriting standards and full documentation. Another thing that was done as part of the economic stimulus package to facilitate more refinances and also to stimulate the market for purchases was to increase temporarily the FHA mortgage limits. So they used to be for a one-family home, $362,000. Now, in high-cost areas like this area, an FHA lender can approve a loan of up to $729,750 for a one-family home and $934,200 for a two-family home. Of course, you have to have substantial income to be able to afford those types of mortgages, but we think it, especially at the lower end of the range, we think there might be, give people the opportunity to refinance using an FHA mortgage. Other changes to FHA guidelines may be introduced later this year to further assist homeowners. That's subject to the approval of Congress and the President. You've probably read in the paper where they're working on different proposals. One last possible foreclosure prevention option I want to mention is applicable only to senior citizens, and it's an FHA insured reverse mortgage, which we call a home equity conversion mortgage, and there's also some information about this in your blue folder. It can be a foreclosure prevention option for some borrowers, for some homeowners, and a reverse mortgage basically is used to convert the equity in your home to use to make ends meet or for other purposes, including the payoff of existing debt or maybe the payoff of tax delinquencies. And you don't have to repay a reverse mortgage for as long as you live in the house, and it can greatly reduce your monthly expenses if you're using it to pay off existing debt, because whatever your mortgage payment is, you will eliminate that with the help of a reverse mortgage. To find out more about reverse mortgage options, again, you can go to the HUD website at hud.gov, or one of the requirements of the program is to get housing counseling from a HUD-approved housing counseling agency. So you can make an appointment with a housing counseling agency that offers reverse mortgage counseling, like the Urban League of Union County. So for more information about FHA financing, you can go to our website at hud.gov or fha.gov. We also have an FHA resource center that you can call at 1-800-CALL-FHA. And again, as everyone else has mentioned, if you are having difficulty with your mortgage payments, contact a HUD-approved counseling agency. You can go to the HUD web to find a list, or you can call 1-888-9950. Thank you.
I'm Jerry Keelan. I'm from the New Jersey Housing and Mortgage Finance Agency, which is the agency that normally does loans for first-time home buyers and people buying in urban target areas who are not necessarily first-time home buyers. But lately, we've been with an astute group of housing professionals, counselors, and even the director of the Department of Banking in the state of New Jersey, doing duty, trying to explain what the best options are, or what some of the options are for those of you facing problems because of loans that maybe were bad loans to be in the first place. So I really enjoyed hearing the questions, and I think it's great when you get the chance to ask questions of the director of the Department of Housing in the state of New Jersey for Department of Banking and Industry. And I know you have a lot of questions, and we've been here for quite a while, and I thank you for your patience. So I'm going to be very brief. Our agency has first-time homebuyer information available. I can talk to you outside about that. There were a couple people who raised hands who have an interest in that. Stuart Mendez from HUD mentioned reverse mortgage as a possible way to resolve some issues with credit by getting rid of the old loan and for the senior citizens at least to stay in their homes. And sorry about that. Is that better? Okay. I'm not going to start over again. But the point I was going to make, that when Stuart Mendez from HUD FHA said that reverse mortgage can be a good product, the state of New Jersey has endorsed that for about 11 years. And the reason that you would want to find out more about that from New Jersey Housing and Mortgage Finance Agency is because we offer it cheaper than anybody else who does it in the private market. Same product, but a lot cheaper. What I do want to tell you, the one thing I want to leave you with is this idea. The counseling agencies are really ready to go to help. They've been trained in foreclosure, they've been doing this, they've been contacting servicing agents, and they know how to go about resolving issues if they can be resolved. And Penny Meredith indicated that sometimes they can, and sometimes it's more difficult, but with a lot of hard work and cooperation from the lending industry, it can happen. So what we would like to do at Housing and Mortgage Finance Agency is to help that process along. And the way we're going to attempt to do that is by offering funds to make the transactions that can be negotiated work. And sometimes what it takes is money just to modify a mortgage or do some recording. Sometimes there are some loan payments that have been missed, there are arrearages that need to be caught up. Sometimes there are prepayment penalties associated with these loans. Sometimes you just need to refinance, and there are costs involved in doing that. So the Department of Community Affairs and the state legislature have dedicated some significant dollars to that effort, and we will be making that money available through our partners, the counseling agencies. We're asking the counseling agencies to work with you, work out the best deal that they can to get your loan modified, if they can, to get you out of that deal in some other way, if they can. And what we will be able to do is come in with some cash to help that happen, sort of to grease the skids to make it happen. Unfortunately, I don't have the program information with me because the program hasn't been announced yet. However, what I do have is my red book with me, which I carry around because I'm getting a little older and I can't remember anything, so I write it all in my book. So what I'd like for you to do, if you think this is something that might be helpful to you, and I guess a lot of people are interested in dealing with their mortgage issues, see me. I'll be sitting at the table